20 years old, I was not either that brave nor that talented. So they inspire me a lot. So thanks, guys. So I'm really delighted to be here. I came in and sort of slunk into the corner and watched last week. I noticed you didn't shout things at me, so that's okay. But so I have been here once, and I just really dug the vibe. I live in New York City, and I go to a lot of readings and stuff, and what I really felt here was how multi it is, multi-generational, multicultural, multiracial, multi-everything, and I really love that. It's very unusual. So I kind of hope you all feel that and appreciate that this is special. So I feel special for being here. And this book is very multi. It's very intergenerational, intercultural, interracial. It's called The Loved Ones. It'll be out in October. This is just the pre-publication galley thingy that I'm reading from. So I'm reading twice. Is that right? Is that the case? So I'm going to read right from the beginning for this first part, and then I'll jump ahead a little bit for the second part. So, The Loved Ones. And I guess the only thing to know is that most of the book takes place in the mid-1980s in Washington, D.C. So, Kenyon Street, Northwest Washington, D.C., 1951. Was the little girl who pulled open the front door with two hands, yellow dress and yellow ribbons at the ends of her braids. He saw that the dress was too tight across her chest and riding up where her buttocks were rounding out, fraying at the hem. It looked sad and poor, but she loved the dress, obviously, wearing it in the middle of winter. Her mother sent her to answer the door, he knew. The grandmother or the uncle would have blocked his way. He ain't come to the hospital. Why he come now? He wasn't sure he didn't want his way blocked. He was late even. Said he'd come in the afternoon. Somehow couldn't come in the light of day, but now, porch light on, cold dark night giving off starlight too, he felt blinded and caught out. The girl stepped aside, big eyes and silent, always eyeing him like that. You're not my daddy, the eyes said. Give us back our mama. He stood on the porch, unmoving. The girl held the door. Inside he heard the baby crying, its mother's muffled, tired voice. His own mother had warned him, his big brother's friends too. Don't start something you can't follow it through. Widow with 4 children, 3 wild boys, that homely girl. Can't have her and not them. Women's eyes are heavy on you. He liked it though, her being older, her full hips loving on him so heavy, how he could make her dark spirits light up. She was deep sad when he met her that night at the club, and sexy in low-cut electric blue. After that night, all he had to do was smile his easy smile, touch her where and how he wanted. He liked, too, making the rest of them shake their heads and purse their lips. He was after the disapproval, the satisfaction of it. Eventually, too many years later, he'd outgrow that. Feet lead heavy, the girl waiting, then swollen, slippered feet coming down the stairs, hem of her house dress, baby in her arm, baby boy. She saw who it was and lit up like she always did, then stopped short on the landing, saw him frozen there, outside. Saw how, at the sight of her and the dark bundle, his face drew blank and hard, eyebrows straight across like thick painted lines on a road. The girl looked back and forth between them. Essie raised the boy up onto her shoulder, turned its face toward the door, scrunched brown face, fist up by its cheek. It kicked its legs and opened its black licorice eyes, and Frank saw. He saw everything then. The boy was his, for sure. If he doubted it, now he knew. Charles, they were calling him, but he didn't know it. Not then, not for a long time. There was an instant, if it was that long, the shoulds, the rights, the wrongs, flitted in and out of his mind like dumb brown moths flapping at a light bulb. He shut the light. No, don't want. Want other, want out. Out there, got plans, not here, this, them. Feet no longer led, feet flying down the steps, onto the black street, flying away into the night, to life unlived, calling. Summer 1984, flash forward. The boy was 6, the girl 9. Their father, Charles Frederick Douglass Lee, was himself one of 5 children. Each had looked after the next, while Charles's mother worked night shifts and his grandmother worked days at the same corner store owned by a cousin. He'd come up fine and didn't believe in babysitters. It was his wife, Alice, who insisted the girl was not old enough to be left alone with the boy. "What if there's an emergency?" Alice Lee said to Charles. She often made statements in the form of questions. She said emergency in a near whisper. "She's a smart girl. She knows how to dial a phone." Charles favored the girl, loved her more even, but he was